Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, my little disclaimer, this is no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in Hive Blockchain, Argo Blockchain, Bitfarms, Hashrate, Care1, DMG Blockchain, and DigiHost. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Yeah, first of all, Elon Musk destroyed us here a little bit. Bitcoin down to 4,000, so a big drop here. Miners are also slaughtered, or all the crypto stocks. Some are holding better than the others. If we look to Bitfarms, for example, we are stable here, you can say, since like Bitcoin was here at 6 Canadian dollars since February 17th here, with wicks to the upside and to the downside. But I think the upcoming Nasdaq listing helps right now to keep this stock in this range. So at least no big drop here for Bitfarms. Then we have DigiHost, which is it's surprisingly doing very well right now. More than 100% increase here from the lows. So that was a very good investment here. I was starting to buy here after this big dilution, I think, and was accumulating more here. That was a good investment. But most others, crypto miners or crypto stocks are slaughtered. DMG Blockchain minus 7%, but we had a low a few days earlier, so before that big Bitcoin drop here. So maybe we're finding somewhere here the lows here for DMG Blockchain. We will see. Some others are doing worse. Let's go to Argo Blockchain. We have always these wicks to the downside, but then there's always some buying here. So we're not going to zero. Okay, so I have a very important message here for you today, because I received this video here from one of my Twitter friends here, and I think this is very, very important, and this helps me a lot to understand what is going on here. And the video is called Bitcoin Manipulation 2021 Textbook Wyckoff Distribution Exposed. So this is the Wyckoff distribution schematic pattern here. And when you lay it over the Bitcoin chart of the last 3 or 4 months, you can see that the price was following this pattern perfectly. So what this guy here is saying, it's an incredible video. I will put the link into the description, and I hope you will watch it, because it will help you a lot for your decision making. Because we were thinking, okay, it's about fundamentals. Everything is so good, so we have to go up. There's adoption. But when you read this here and you watch the video, Bitcoin just executed a perfect Wyckoff distribution campaign engineered to do one thing: take your money. I will walk you through the 2021 bull market move by move and show you how it is, without a doubt, an intentional campaign executed by a large interests that control the Bitcoin supply. Welcome to the alternate reality. So this is really insane. It's perfectly the textbook, and you always have these hope phases, then you have the crash again. And the interesting part here, when he did this video, Bitcoin was at 50,000, and then we had the Elon Musk FUD, and we are now at 42,000. So here his next target. So that's really insane. And he's going through all these phases, and he says that it's probably going lower Bitcoin, because it's these guys, they were preparing for this. I mean, they accumulated a lot before this, then they fueled the bull run, and they were loading off on us. They will push it down harder. He thinks that they are all now going short here to push it lower, and then the next accumulation phase starts, and then we will see the second phase of the bull run, probably with these insane price targets the people were talking at the beginning of the year, with the parabolic run. So the question is, what can we do now? Should we sell off all now in panic because we probably go lower? I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm now in good profits right now with DigiHost. I will take a few profits here. I don't think it is a bad stock, you know. I think DigiHost is a very good stock, but I think if Bitcoin goes lower here, and when we see this pattern here, it could go lower if they executed this here perfectly, maybe to 30,000 or so. I have still some cash to buy more. But not a lot, that's for sure. The big part of my portfolio is invested, definitely. And I will use this if this plays out here, and we will get this accumulation phase here after this, starting in June or July here or so. I will accumulate more. I will accumulate more because I know it's manipulated. But they cannot manipulate Bitcoin forever. At some point, they go short, and then they will flip to long again, and then the next phase starts. So I will use these cheap prices for accumulate more when I get money, to increase my portfolio and prepare for the next phase, or for the final phase, maybe for the bull run, for the big parabolic run. We had this in the last bull runs, and I think yeah, it's likely that it plays out again this way. There's obviously no guarantee, but if you believe in Bitcoin, and when you see supply and demand, stock to flow, I mean, the supply is getting a lot smaller every day, and the supply is the demand is growing bigger every day because more people are stepping into the space, and the supply is getting shorter because of halving and all these things. And yeah, that's when I start to accumulate more. So I will use this phase if this plays out here like this. We never know. But yeah, what's very interesting is that Elon Musk, yeah, at the perfect time here to when we needed to play this pattern here, we needed this big leg down here. He tweeted this stuff. So I don't think he's good for crypto, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, what is his intention here? But what we can obviously see that this is a huge manipulation here, and this is from the Mr. Wyckoff here. I think he showed this pattern in the 20s, so he explains this very well in this video. I really recommend to watch it. It feels now better when you know, okay, the market is completely manipulated, and it's not about that you are wrong about some fundamentals or something like this. It's just a completely manipulated market. I think the stock market is the same. So what does that mean for the miners and the stocks? That's here the big question. I mean, what we have seen with DigiHost here, I mean, despite a big price crash in Bitcoin, we have seen DigiHost rising because there was a big sell-off before here. There was some dilution. I think we can see DMG. I mean, it looks here a little bit the same. It has obviously not this huge leg up, but I don't think we will drop to 10 cents again or so. I mean, maybe we will get some weeks down here or something like this, but I think the bottom is definitely not far away. So yeah, we should, or I will use these cheap prices to accumulate more when I get more money, to be prepared for the next phase for Bitcoin. So that's my plan here. So I think it's obvious what's happening here. It would be good to have had this a little bit earlier, maybe at this time here. Yeah, but I think everyone should make his own decision. It doesn't have to play out exactly like this, but we are now here at this level here. We're bouncing now between the 42 and 44,000, something like this. Yeah, so it's insane. It's really insane. It's yeah, this is how these whales, or these, I don't know who are these players. We don't know the enemy right now, but we know their strategy. We know their tactics now, and I think we can prepare for this. And yeah, maybe it could be a long summer, that's for sure. But I think in the end, Bitcoin will rise again. Bitcoin always does. It started 12 years ago with 1 cent or so, or zero, and we're now at 44,000. We were at 60,000. So it's in the long term, it's always rising. It's only in the short term dropping like crazy. And yeah, these are, of course, these opportunities to buy. But I mean, it's now a 35% correction or something like this. A lot of people would say now, okay, that's a big correction, it's over now. And I would say the same, but with this video, I think there's a probability that we're going lower here. Yeah, so please be prepared for this. This is a complete manipulated market right now. And yeah, please be prepared for this. Make your decisions now. Don't panic and move away and say, okay, I will never get back into crypto. Because at some point, these institutions, whales, or whatever you want to call them, they will accumulate again and they will play again, but on a much larger scale, I think. Okay, so, but that being said, watch this video. Let's move on here. Hive Blockchain, I missed this a little bit here in the last few days because I was sick. That was, yeah, a little bit tough, but now I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, they have this registration of a class of securities of certain Canadian issuers. So we remember that Bitfarms did this at the end of April, and I think that 10 days later or so, they announced that they have this approval to go to NASDAQ. So maybe Hive Blockchain is going to be faster than we thought. Going to be very interesting, but it seems like they are hurrying up right now. And this was the last document. So there was, the first one was at May 10th, and then they had an amendment here 3 days later. So they're working very fast to get this uplisting here in the US, maybe NASDAQ or another exchange. I think they want to go to NASDAQ, Frank Holmes said. So I think they're coming closer here. And yeah, and that's why I think it doesn't all have to mean, it does not have to be that these mining stocks are going to $1 Canadian or so again. If Bitcoin drops, for example, to 30,000, I think with this good news, they will get new miners. They will go to, some will go to NASDAQ and so on. I think this could help to keep these prices yeah, at these levels, for example, maybe a little bit lower, maybe we'll get some dips, but I don't think we're going to zero again because there's a lot of fundamental value in these companies. They're creating a lot of money. But yeah, with this kind of big manipulation, and we have seen this also on the stock market, on the critical levels, there was also big short attacks. Yeah, so they want our money, and that's for sure. So I will not give them my money. I will accumulate more and wait for the price here. Okay, so good news from Hive here. Then we have DigiHost reports on green energy consumption. So they say they have 90% of energy consumed by the company in its Bitcoin mining operations from sources that create zero carbon emissions, and 50% are from renewables. So I think they get it from the grid here. So the grid mix here is 43% hydro, nuclear. So this is 42%. Yeah, so the biggest part here, 90%, is without big carbon footprint. So that helps DigiHost here with this huge environment debate right now, with this huge FUD. There's what is created right now. So there are small parts of carbon contained energy sources here. So that's good news for DigiHost. I mean, they bought a natural gas power plant, which is was operated with natural gas, but they say here they also engage in the practice of acquiring renewable energy certificates. So they will try to make this electricity green via certificates. I don't know how much do they cost in New York State. Yeah, gonna be interesting. But yeah, they are all showing now that they want to go greener. They want to reduce their carbon footprint. And I think that's a big message because it's a big topic right now because of our friend Elon and because of all these campaigns right now out there. DMG Blockchain Solutions and Argo Blockchain signed Crypto Climate Accord. So they have, they have also here measures to work into this direction to go greener. So they're all showing now, what they have and what they're doing. I think this is important now. When we look to the data, we can see here that the mining profitability for Bitcoin, 25 cents per day per terahash, is low. We were a lot higher, but with this price drop and the high difficulty we have right now, that was expected. I mean, with Ethereum, it has come down a little bit, but it's still at 12 cents, so that's not bad here. We were at this level here the last 2-3 months here, or low, always here we were lower. We had this huge wick here to the upside. I mean, that was insane in the last week. Now we're back to normal here, but this thing here will happen again. This is the good thing with Ethereum. We have always these crazy transaction fees. We had it. The first crazy thing was here in this year, or in the last 12 months here in September. Then we had it in January. Then we had it in February, and now in May. So these crazy things always come and go. I think in July or August it will get lower, the transaction fees, because of the London hard fork. But I think this will help the price of Ethereum to benefit from this London hard fork, because then they will get some rewards, some fees burned, and that will have a less inflation for Ethereum. When we go to the hash rate, we can see the hash rate is going down, so this will help the difficulty to go down for our miners. This is good. The question is now, is it going down because the price is going down? I don't think so. I read some articles that the Chinese wet season is starting now in Sichuan. So they are starting now to move the miners from these regions like Xinjiang or Inner Mongolia into this Sichuan region. Some of them will move there, and so now they plug them off. They will put them into a container and carry them to the Sichuan region, and will start mining there. So I think this is only a temporary effect, but it will help us in the next difficulty adjustment here. It's now expected minus 8.7 to minus 4%. So it looks like maybe we can go down in the next difficulty adjustment, which helps us, or which helps the miners to generate more Bitcoin. Yeah, and these price drops, sometimes they have also a little bit of good effects. Sometimes the fees are going up in these crazy drops, not in this one. But the rig prices, the ASIC prices for these miners, for example, for Bitmain or Watts miner, they are stabilizing right now. They are not dropping so far, but they are stabilizing since 3-4 weeks here. We can see here the most efficient miners here, the yellow line, the 38 joule per terahash. It's very stable at $120 here since the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we had a crazy rise here in the last month here. So it's now stabilizing. So it's not cheap, but I think it's especially for the big companies, if they want to buy new miners, it's a little bit less pressure right now to get these machines, because maybe some people are canceling their orders again because they get fearful or so, who knows, or maybe the retailers, the retail miners are stopping to buy now because they feel not safe right now, because they think maybe it's the bear market or so. Yeah, we will see. So yeah, Bitcoin 44,000. When we watch this Wyckoff distribution here, the pattern to take all your money, or to take all our money, to get us fearful, to get us out of the market here, and to benefit the most as an institution or a whale or whatever, or whoever it is. They will play this out perfectly. I think they have it here perfect, and that's a little bit insane. But I will not panic sell anything. I will take a few profits, I think, in DigiHost. Maybe it will rise further. I don't know. It's doing very well right now, this DigiHost stock. But I will sell a few to have some cash to buy at the dip here if we go much lower here. Hopefully we will see some good NASDAQ news, some miner installation, and so on. Because on the fundamental side, there are no big changes right now. Okay, the Bitcoins they mine, they have less price right now, but in the end, if you don't have to sell at the same day, it's not a big problem. They're all hodling, we know this. They're waiting for this parabolic phase at the end of this bull run, which we had in the last bull runs, and it's very likely that we will see this again, because yeah, the institutions, they also want to make huge money, and they will accumulate again after they went all short, and then they will flip the position, accumulate again, and then we will, I think, or I hope we will see this insane rise. And yeah, when we go to the stock to flow model here, I mean, we are way below this target here of 100,000, and we have seen in the last bull runs we always overshooted this, of 3x or something like this. So I mean, maybe it's going more like this here, who knows. But Bitcoin is very scarce. Bitcoin is the solution for this inflation in the world right now, and we have seen a lot of institutions are adopting it, a lot of companies are adopting it, and it will only grow. So the only thing what we need is patience now. Don't get fearful because of these price drops. See it as an opportunity, and yeah, that's at least what I do. I think I will buy more. Okay guys, so I think that's it for today. I think I will continue this week to do a video every day. Hopefully we get some news this week, some good news from these companies. Maybe not from Bitcoin, but I really want you to watch this video. I will put this into the description, share it to other people, because this is very important to understand what's going on here. We were fooled big time, to be honest. We will see. Okay guys, so thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.